I'm Kier.
I'm Haley.
And I'm Jay from Gallifrey Public Radio.
A podcast member of the Gonna Geek Network.
Just like the one you're listening to right now.
The opinions expressed are those of each individual.
Check out all the other podcasts at GonnaGeekNetwork.com.
And get ready, because geekiness begins in 3,
2,
1.
Stand by for a brand new episode of All Things Good and Nerdy.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 326 of the All Things Good and Nerdy podcast. This is recorded live on Sunday, September 2nd, 2018. We're into the last 3 months of the year now, guys.
Holy shit. We're in Spider-Man month.
Comes out, what, this Friday?
We're in under a week Spider-Man.
Well, for some of us.
I mean, you can too. There's only one thing stopping you, and that's you, Chris.
I was not talking about myself, but dude, I've got too many games to play. We've already talked about this. Remember, I went through my list of everything I pre-ordered on Amazon, plus the games that are in my back catalog to play. I'll just wait a year, and then I'll buy Spider-Man then at a cheap PS4 if I'm going to do it. I don't have to play it when it comes out. You guys can spoil away. I don't care. And by then, all the DLC will be out. I can just buy the Game of the Year edition that has all the DLC. Problem solved.
Oh, do you hear people were complaining about the DLC?
Does that surprise anyone that people would complain about something that's going to be perfectly natural in games anymore? When's the last time a game came out that didn't have DLC you had to buy after the fact?
Or at least this one guy went on Twitter and was complaining about the DLC because they said, hey, we're going to have our first one released in late October. And someone said, why is this cut content not in the game? It's like, it's not cut content. They literally responded like, oh, it's not cut content. We're working on it. The game's already gone gold. We're working on it now. And he's saying like, and then someone else chimed in like, why don't you just wait till later to release the game with all the DLC already in it? Like, that's, but are you?
Yeah, these people obviously don't understand the nature of how video games work anymore. Whether you like it or not, the nature of it is you're going to have a show that comes out. And then once that show comes out, or not show, game comes out, there's going to be DLC that comes after the fact.
I mean, God of War did not do it with DLC, which was, pretty nice because it's single player. Is like this is the story you're getting. I can't see them doing any DLC other than just making another game.
Well, the problem is that people are still not happy with the idea that a company works on a product on launch day, 100% of the product is ready to go, and what's actually on the disc is 90% of what they've done, and they hold that 10% back that's already finished. And say, in a month, we're going to send this out and charge you for it.
But that's not always true, really. The way these games are done is they get them done and have to be ready a month or two before they're actually going on sale. And that's why you have these big day one patches and things like that to fix any extra bugs that find.
But it's done quite often, and that's why people are still pissed about it.
I mean, I do know that...
Don't talk about your stretch goals until your fucking Kickstarter's funded. Don't talk about your fucking DLC until the goddamn game's out.
I do know the day one patch is going to include the photo mode for Spider-Man. I do. Wait, what's this?
Uh-oh.
What?
It's September.
What?
Oh, even better.
Willie's
She's back
killing
and
over.
She killed Willie.
I'm just here for a minute. I just wanted to say hi.
Oh,
we're getting a Naki tease?
I'm getting
Knocky tease.
These are Knocky tears.
I kept hearing my voice because someone was playing the pre-show, and I was like, I'm not on.
Stupid.
Like that?
Yeah. I kept hearing my voice, and I'm like, I should say hello. I should say hi.
You can call me stupid any day.
Can I? Do you miss me that much, Willie?
It's on.
I said it, didn't I? Don't make me regret it.
Aw, he's crying. He misses me so much. He misses his big sister.
He needs someone that'll actually give him good advice in life versus Anthony and I. Who are just like, fuck it, do whatever you want.
We're ruining him.
I think it'd be different advice, and I don't think you can ruin me any more than I've already been ruined.
So how are things? How's the nerd world? I've kind of just taken a step back. It's been great.
Well, we're kind of hoping you're getting Spider-Man with us this Friday.
Yeah, no, I'm poor.
That's fair. Because you can and Chris can't.
That's right.
I mean,
I'm
can.
not going to.
But he should.
Well, just because Naki's not doesn't mean that Keith won't.
Ooh.
I mean, there's also that. Boyfriend could very well get it without me.
You know you want to be spootering around that city.
Well,
Be
he is in the
sneaky,
chat
sneaky.
room, so if he decides to get it, we'll see in there. He can mention it to us. But be part of the resistance. Viva la resistance. Don't get it.
That is not the.
I'm just kidding. Get it if you
I mean,
want to.
it's not really resistance so much as I'm poor. It costs money to buy video games.
So you heard this. Chris doesn't want anyone to enjoy anything of Spider-Man ever again.
I got tired of Willie talking about the crotchless Spider-Man over my shoulder.
I'm not
Oh, so you're admitting
super
it's proper.
surprised. I'm not super surprised, but these things happen. Chris was eventually going to go to the dark side. We all knew it was going to happen. He was the last host standing, like from the beginning. Something was going to happen, and now he's anti-Spider-Man.
That's right. You heard it here first. The guy that has a Spider-Man over his shoulder and one on his microphone stand and one over his other shoulder.
I can see 3.
Yeah, he's anti-Spider-Man.
By the end of this episode, he's going to be burning them all down.
The next thing you know,
That's
he's going to
true.
be like, Chris is anti-Green Ranger, and I'll tell him to go to hell. I don't know. I got nothing.
Chris
If
has
you go
become-
anti-Green Ranger, I'm coming to take that helmet.
Dude, that helmet's going to get signed by JDF if I actually go up to Steel City Con in December.
You should.
He's not going to turn anti-Green Ranger. He's going to turn Draken. He's going to murder all the other Rangers and steal their powers.
Such
I'm
a
more
story.
of a
Wait.
White Power Ranger.
I was gonna say, wait. If you go anti-Green Ranger, does that mean you're the White Ranger now?
Whoa, let's not get in a race here, Naki. Come on.
I don't see colors.
No, I'm just kidding. You could just be Lord Draken, who has both Green and White Ranger powers, and then a bunch of other powers he steals from people. Great story, by the way. If you haven't read Shattered Grid, just wrapped up this week. Go read it, people.
So you're talking about the comic book.
Yes, very good. Kyle Higgins wrote it, who's very talented anyways.
It might be too many words for Willie. Sorry, Willie.
And now the regret is kicking in for those tears.
Well, I just came in to say hi and harass Willie a little bit because it's fun.
Is it?
A little bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
it made me laugh.
I mean, my self-esteem is already down low there. Does it need to be kicked while it's down there?
Kick him while he's down.
Willie, you're like the second little brother that I didn't ask for, but I still have. It's okay.
Does any kid ask for any siblings?
Sometimes, I think. I don't know.
The
I
weird
don't know.
ones.
I think some siblings do. I was not one of them, but I mean,
Some weird
fine.
kids.
I've got 4 sisters and a brother. I'm good. Didn't ask for more, but yet I have adopted you as my little brother, Willie. So therefore, I'm gonna have to make fun of you in some way, shape, or form.
You keep calling me little brother, but we met. We know I'm not your little brother.
Yeah, but you're younger. That makes you the little brother.
So my younger brother, who is 25, is like 6'3". So whatever, man. Like everybody's taller than me. I've accepted this about my life.
It's true. Naki's the shortest on the show.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't met Bachman yet. He could be lying to us.
Yeah, I'm lying.
I'd say it's a possibility. I'd say it's 100%. I don't know the over-under on that, but it's
I
still
spent
a
my life
possibility.
altering the sizes of everything in this office to appear 6'1".
Dude, you can do anything with cameras. Just ask Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I'm actually
It's true.
5'2". I'm Tom Cruise size.
Oh wait, if you're 5'2", I'm taller than you. Hooray!
I just wear lifts. I wear really, really big lifts.
Just
I was
like
gonna
Tom
say-
Cruise.
It's just forced perspective. You just got to have that forced perspective. Also, I don't have my camera on, so I don't need to keep pointing the camera away from me. I guess I could just stop.
Yeah,
We didn't even know you were doing that.
Low angle.
It's all about the angles. Do the MySpace. Duck lips.
Oh, that's what my last girl
Oh.
told me. It's all about those angles you're getting into.
Hey, I'm Chris.
And I have regrets about calling in now.
Yeah, I would too. I have regrets every Sunday about calling in.
When you don't got a big old dick, you got to get creative, boys. We having a moment of silence for this deadening.
You
We're
killed
having
the
a moment
show.
of silence for this show that is now
You
dead.
killed
Don't
the
want to
show.
respond to that.
Hey, that's advice for all you guys out there.
Oh God, just what we need, a segment where Willie gives advice on how to work it.
Work your
No,
dick.
that's really, really.
I
not
almost
what we
started
need
singing
at
Missy
all.
Elliott there. Don't worry, I didn't because nobody wants me to sing Missy Elliott.
I don't know what. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, it's clicking in.
That's preferable to Willie talking about his dick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't like Missy Elliott, so that's saying a lot.
How do you not like Missy Elliott? She's adorable. I love her.
I don't know.
You know,
I'm
what
not-
I
I'm not a
never really
fan.
liked. At least
Is
the
it-
voice.
Is
Bring
it
it
them
back to
kids with their?
Spider-Man.
Is it them kids with them rap musics? Them
No,
darn
no.
tootin' kids.
No, I like all sorts of rap groups. I was never really a fan of Missy Elliott.
That's fine.
To
I
bring it
prefer the
back to
Queen. I like Latifah.
Really? To bring it back to Spider-Man, there's one singer I never really liked because of their voice, and that's Macy Grace.
Oh, I
Just
can't
that
stand her.
raspiness. It's something doesn't appeal to me. Like it's just something about it.
Try to say goodbye.
Yeah.
I stopped. I didn't even hit the tip.
If I can't sing it, you can't sing it.
I
Yeah,
think
she's
we
got
should have a
that-
separate show that is Naki and Willie do duets.
Willie, if you come back to Chicago, we're gonna karaoke so hard, right?
You goddamn right. I try to say goodbye. I can do that, right?
Yeah,
That's good enough, right?
that's good enough.
Oh, when I
So, did I
That was
have I
pretty
missed
good,
anything? Have I missed anything good on my summer vacation?
everything to do with what I've been talking about.
Define good.
Apparently, that's the same thing. So,
You missed a lot of Dead by Daylight talk. Is pretty much the majority of it.
You
What?
did miss us talking about dick hats.
Oh, that's true. She did
Dick
miss the
hats.
dick hat.
Suncast reminded me in the chat room when he mentioned Richard hats, where we made a joke and then someone went on Etsy and found that you can actually buy hats for your dick.
oh, I knew that. I knew you can make. You could buy dick hats.
There was
I
a
don't think I
Spider-Man
was
one, an
that
Iron
one.
Man one.
Yeah.
There was all
We
sorts
had
of
a-
stuff.
You can
Yeah,
also buy
oh.
bedazzlers, and you can buy
It's
different
called,
types.
It's called vajazzling. Thank you.
Yes, you can buy bedazzle. You can buy pre-made vajazzling though, so like all you have to do is shave and then stick it on, and as opposed to having to design it yourself, you can buy pre-made vajazzles.
Wouldn't that just get in the way?
Some people like their vagina to be shiny.
And I'm thinking
In
about
the way.
I mean, get in the way of.
It's above it. It's not actually on the vagina.
Well, I know.
Oh,
it's
you can get
around
them so
the-
they're
it's
they're
all
on.
around it, isn't it?
I was gonna say you can get them so they're on the lips themselves.
Well, I mean, like only.
lower lips.
Now, that seems a bit excessive.
Now, if there's anything you know about Willie, he doesn't know the correct terminology for women's anatomy.
What a shock.
I'm not talking about going to be on the labia. I mean, just the flesh around it, like where the
The lips.
not even the lips, like where the pubic hair would go, like around there, right? It's not like
Which is where
on
the lips are. How do you think vaginas work?
Here,
This
let me
is
get,
not
here,
a
let me get a
conversation
pen. I'm
we
going to
need
draw a
this
picture.
morning.
I'm going to draw a picture for everybody. That's okay, right?
Oh, Jesus.
No, I don't think it is.
No,
at
No,
all.
it's not
No,
okay.
no,
It's not
no.
okay.
No. Willie, we can discuss how a vagina works outside of.
Well, I haven't heard any
chat
complaints that I know of.
because women don't usually complain at their men.
He also
Anyways,
doesn't listen, so
and there's also that.
Well, I haven't heard any complaints from previous women either. That even some of them that even hated me after the fact. So
Your dick
Why
was
would
that
they-
bad they hated you?
why would they want to tell you anything to help you improve? So they just let you go on being awful.
oh no, just making fun of me. Like, oh yeah, you're just that. You can't. Something I can't never change. I know I don't got the biggest dick in the world. It's average at best. What the
Look,
fuck you want me to do
How
about
did
it?
one of my friends put it when we were in college? Pizza is like sex. Even when it's bad, it's good because it's pizza.
Whoa.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
from
no.
No, I can't agree with that sentiment.
No. No.
that's from a movie with Stephen Baldwin.
Is it? See, I didn't know any
Yeah.
better. I just let him have the quote. It's been 15
And,
years almost I've let him have that quote. What an
And
asshole.
apparently
Yeah.
Stephen
That's
Baldwin,
not your friends.
Apparently, Stephen Baldwin's never had sex with my ex-wife, so that statement is not true.
Well,
Anyways.
see, your ex-wife has never had sex with a Baldwin, so.
Well, okay. Was there anything else that I missed?
We
Yeah,
made
the rest
fun
of the show, just stay.
We made fun of Movie Pass a lot because it
Oh,
turned
yeah.
sucky.
Yeah, we both
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah, I did too. Found out that Showplace Icon, which is the closest movie theater to our house, has a free extras reward program, and all of our tickets are $5 no
Nice.
matter what.
Ooh,
So
is that like just
we're
for that
like-
theater?
Yeah, it's just for that
Oh.
theater, but it's the closest one by
Oh,
our
yeah, there
house,
you
and
go.
it's not AMC.
So there you go. There's nothing wrong with that.
You did also miss this, Drasman wanted to bring out. You missed the time in the chat room when all the people here encouraged him to go back to Exotica since he's a connoisseur of erotica. We did
Did
convince
Did you
him
go?
to go back.
Good.
Wouldn't it be a
Good.
connoisseur?
Somebody had to go to Exotica.
Yeah.
We sent our Draftsman.
It was our Draftsman correspondent. He came back and told us a little bit about it too in the chat room from what I recall.
Good. During a weekend where I was not around, so I could not join him.
You guys could have given us a full in-depth review of Exotica.
I mean, the 2 times that I went, it was nothing much to shout about, but I mean, it's fine. It's a convention for porn. The only thing that creeps me out about Exotica is the people that, you know how when you're at comic book conventions, people lug around their giant bins of comic books to get signed?
Yes.
They do that with their porn too, and
Bins
that's
of
the only thing that I don't know what to feel when it comes to bins of porn, because it's like
I would say don't feel any of it. That would be my personal.
Don't touch it.
I wouldn't touch it, but I feel like I mean, there's no shame in watching porn, or I mean, if you still buy porn or anything like that, there's no shame in it. I don't know if I would parade it out in a bin.
Let me make sure this cover is safe. Yeah, this cover safe show. Yeah, pirates.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have the pirate movies somewhere.
How much did you pay for yours? Yeah, exactly.
So how about that local sports team?
Yeah,
How
I
about
bought
that
yeah.
sports ball?
Yeah, like I said before, this one comes with the HD DVD version. Yay. Which is the only one they were selling. This is the first in Pirates. I never even saw the second one because that one came on Blu-ray.
Do you know there's 3 of them?
There's a third one. Gee,
They made a third one.
God damn it, they need to stop. 'cause
I'd
that
be
first
afraid
one, that
to-
is straight up too early. That's like mid-2000s porn, and that needs to go away.
I'd be
That's the
afraid-
worst porn.
Wouldn't you be afraid to watch porn in HD though? I mean, that's a lot of detail. I don't know that I necessarily need.
You don't want to see that freckle?
What do you think porn sites stream in now?
I don't know.
Well, you've been watching HD porn for a long
I
time.
don't really watch porn, Willie.
Oh,
Bullshit. Don't
really?
you fucking lie.
I'm
you
not.
piece of shit. Get out of here, you piece of shit.
Okay,
Lying
to
us.
take us out of the porn segment, Willie, boyfriend did happen to purchase a movie you were very interested before I left,
Ooh.
called Guardians, the Russian version of
the Russian Avengers.
Yeah, that one.
Uh-huh.
We have that now. We own this now.
And
This
how
is
did you like it?
Nice.
We haven't watched it. He has. Okay, he's watched it. I have not watched it yet.
I was a little disappointed in the final battle scene. It was just like, really, that's how you do it? Okay, that's weird. I wish they would have done that better. But other than that, it's all right. You never go full werebear. He'll know what I mean.
Okay.
Oh, he said he watched half of it? Okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought he finished it.
You never.
It was during a night. It was during a night where I was getting very night sassy, and I was like, I'm just gonna put myself to bed before I say something I totally regret. I was very sleepy.
I was trying to think of another word with hangry, but with sleepy.
It's night sassy.
You know, I like that. Let's
The
keep
night
that. I like
sasses.
it.
I get the night
Sassy
sass.
night.
So right now it's super allergy season right now. So like I'm on Zyrtec during the day and I have to take Benadryl at night. But I have to take Benadryl super early because otherwise I will sleep through my alarms in the morning. So I start taking Benadryl at like 6 o'clock, which is by 8:30 I'm like super night sassy because I'm super tired.
All right, now to bring it back to porn, Sailor Poland has a good point.
God damn it.
It's
I
like
was
Girls
trying.
Gone Wild. I'm sick of seeing all these hot women getting naked. I want to see some average, everyday girls getting naked. I'm there with you on that one, buddy.
Yeah.
You
I
also-
remember
you
the
also
last
missed-
time I went to Exotica. Never mind. Okay,
When
sorry.
I say hot women, I mean hot fake women. Like, jeez, I'm getting tired of fake titties.
Chris, please bring this back.
You also missed the fact that Willie might be getting a Nintendo Switch now. So all those times he made fun of me, he'll have to eat his words when he enjoys Nintendo-y goodness.
Well, there's only 3 games out right now, not counting Smash Brothers, that I'm actually even wanting to get. I've looked into the catalog. It's just Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart and Golf Story.
Golf Story's delightful.
I do want to play that.
So I don't remember if we bought this before my summer vacation or my after or during. But so boyfriend bought a Switch. Last night we went over to my friend's house and we played 4-player Snipper Clips, which was super fun. And then we played 4-player Mario Tennis, which was also super fun. He's really addicted to the Mario Tennis game. He says it's a lot of fun. The 4-player tennis was the first time I played it, but I had fun.
I don't know if I ever want to pay for a tennis game, though.
Supposedly it's really good.
I mean, the last Mario Tennis I played was for the Virtual Boy, and it came with it.
I was going to say the N64.
Nope, never played that one.
But that's where Daisy, sassy Latina Peach, was introduced.
No, she was introduced in the Game Boy, Super Mario Land.
Was she?
Yep, she was the princess Mario had to rescue.
Oh. Okay, I'll go with that. Sure.
That's why she was also in the movie, the Super Mario Brothers movie.
She was in the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Yep. There was no Daisy. There was no Peach. There was only Daisy. It was the girl John Leguizamo was going after.
Oh, I don't remember. Because I've only seen that movie once, and that
I'm
was
sure
enough.
John Leguizamo doesn't either.
Most people don't.
I mean, well, yeah, most people, but Willie ain't like
I love that movie. I love that movie.
That's bullshit, and you know it.
The movie's pretty terrible, actually.
That movie's
The best
fantastic.
line is like, mud is so clean and so dirty at the same time.
Gross.
I don't like sand.
Okay.
It's so coarse and it's so... Oh, wait, that's Star Wars. Sorry.
All right, guys. 5 minutes, and then I'm going to hang up on you. So yell at me for 5 minutes.
5
Go.
minutes. Man.
Do you not know what yesterday was, Naki?
September
In fact,
1st.
Chris, hold on one second. Chris, start that news of the week because I'm going to go into my news of the week.
Oh, I've got to do it then. You guys heard it here.
Live from the ATGN studios on the internet, it's the news of the week.
And for time purposes, we'll dispense with our normal intro and say, hey, it's news of the week. Willie wants to go first. Willie, to you.
What I did yesterday was the Summer Beer-lympics.
Aren't you glad you came back for this, Naki?
You've got 5 minutes. Are you sure this is what you want to go with?
This was
Apparently this is how he wants to spend it.
This was only the second time I have drank this year of alcohol. The first being the Winter Beer-lympics. And boy, was it a fierce competition. It came down to the last game. Let me see if I can find what games we fucking played. We played a lot of new ones.
Wait, you didn't even do this before you started your 5 minute count. You've got 4 minutes left.
No, Naki,
He's not
when have
good
you
at-
known me to actually, do stuff?
All right,
He's
so
not good
guys,
at
give me
managing
something.
time.
Give me something interesting for the next 4 minutes.
We don't
So-
have anything interesting, Naki. We have Willie.
So we played, since we only had 3 teams of 3 players, because some people backed out, we played a version of beer pong, but it was called Cutthroat, where there's all the cups are set up on the other side, and they all have like colored markers on the rims. So we were the red team, there was a blue team, and a green team. The whole point is you want to keep your cups on the table, like playing Cutthroat and pool. And yeah, we lost that one bad. We were the first ones out after beating. God, that was bad. The next one, a competition that was I hate to see it every fucking year, but it's called Bite the Bag. Pretty much you get a paper grocery store bag, and you have to bend down on one foot only, reach down, bite the bag, and get it back up without falling down. And after every round of, if everyone gets it, we cut an inch and a half off of it each time. So it keeps on getting shorter and shorter. I can't do that. My knees and tallness say, no, you ain't fucking doing one with these. And it never happened. Hungry Hippos was a very good one. Pretty much you had a bunch of solo cups, quarter filled with beer in them. You had to take a ping pong ball, bounce it in one. And if you made it, grab it, drink it, put it down, that's yours. And keep on going. You had to keep on going. Just keep on. Ooh. You're looking at the winner of that. There was a solo competition between all of us, and I'm the one that won it. It came down to a sudden death between me and another guy because apparently we put 13 cups down. One person we're supposed to only put 12. I don't know what happened there. But
You have a 2-minute warning.
I bounced my ball and going for a cup that someone else was going for. His ball knocked mine into it and bounced off. I was like, yes, my ball into the cup. Fuck you. That's my cup. We also played something called Balloon Maze. That was a weird one. Yeah, you had to chug your beer first, put the solo cup back down upside down, and you had a balloon you had to blow up and use its air to blow across the little maze across the table. And then the next person had to go from the other side, and then the last person had to go from the first part of the table. A little weird. Battle Sips was a very kind of weird one. Actually, I don't even remember it. What the fuck was Battle Sips? I remember playing.
You got 1 minute. You got 1 minute. You got 1 minute.
Are you not entertained, Naki?
And then we also had Globetrotter, which was we had a bunch of beer cans upside down, and you had to blow ping pong balls from they're all lined up in rows of 3, columns of 3, and you had to blow the ping pong balls to the third one. Apparently, I can blow balls really damn well.
There you go, Naki.
Glad I stuck that
out. All right,
out.
so before Naki
and
leaves,
then you'll
like
this
something
one.
to say real quick.
I'll go for it.
He said, Naki, you suck. You left me here with these yahoos. You were the voice of reason. Willie was thinking we could get a porn site to sponsor the show. I told them to reach out to My Free Cams, Pornhub, Chatterbait, X-Hamster, and My Free Cams because this show is the biggest circle jerk on the internet. So thanks for leaving us with that, this circle jerk of a show. He said, someone let Naki know I said this, and I stand by it.
Wait, who said this?
Draftsman.
Aw, thanks, buddy. I missed you too. I should go visit him. He's literally right down the street. I should just go say bye.
And Naki, before you go, you'll like this one. My friend Hannah, who's hosting the whole Beer-lympics, she has a tabletop game called Junk Art, and she incorporated that into the drinking.
Good.
I was not a part of any of that because I had to take a break because I was a part of all these except for Bite the Bag and Junk Art. Other than that, I was a part of all of them. And then, so it's you get a bunch of plastic pieces. I'm just explaining the game itself, the tabletop game. And you have different objectives. You have to build the highest one. And you lose by knocking your pieces over. It's fun. It's not, I don't enjoy it myself a whole lot, but it is a fun game. So if you're ever curious about it, look up Junk Art. And
cool.
Then of course we ended it all with Flip Cup, which came down to a video finish. Someone was luckily taking a video because two of us ended it, and it came down to that last game. Who was going to win? Oh my God, it was a photo finish. And we got second place. And our team name was Willick and the Tainty Cakes. That's what it was. There was a whole nickname thing of Tainty Cakes and Willick, and what I was not even inside for at a previous party.
Tasty Cakes?
No, it's a play on. Someone was talking about taints having a cape, and then someone misheard it to being taint cakes.
I thought there was some wittiness in play here. I was wrong.
Nope, it was even worse than you thought.
You asked. That's on you, Chris.
Yeah, I'm sorry I did. That's my bad. I'm sorry, Naki, that this is how we wrapped our 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
And they attached it to my name of Willick. I was outside smoking a cigarette, so you can't blame me for any of this. Yeah, the three teams.
This was a waste of 5 minutes.
We can blame you for telling us about it.
That's fair. The 3 teams were Willick and the Tainted Cakes.
Oh my god, it's still going.
He's still
Fuck it.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah, Fuck It and Boogie Sprinkles. Those were the 3 teams.
Hooray! Okay, well, now I have to go.
Now get the fuck out of here.
Wow. Wow.
I feel the
Really,
love.
I think you're just stupid.
Don't worry, Naki. I might actually be seeing you more, closer than you think.
What?
And when I do see you, you know you're gonna be getting a big old Willie Bear hug.
Be
No.
afraid. Be very afraid.
No, thank you. So, okay, quick things. I'm obsessed with a YouTube channel called Defunct Land. If you are interested in old
It's awesome.
yes. If you are interested in old roller coasters that are no longer around or theme parks that are no longer around, it is super interesting. You should probably watch it.
I want to go to the one in Florida with the Wizard of Oz.
You should check out Brightside Films' Abandoned series then, if you like the Defunct Land stuff.
I will check that out because I've watched all of Defunct Land. I've got nothing to watch right now. Also, restarting the Redwall series and reading all of those because I got my nephew into it and I'm like, oh, I want to read these. So, starting Redwall. 3, we played a lot of board games. I'll have to go through my list. And 4, I missed y'all very much, but now I gotta go.
Bye, Naki. Thanks for
You're still
joining
here.
us.
But
Bye, guys.
But you're still here.
I can't fucking hang up. There we go.
Bye.
Shut your face hole.
She's still here.
Well, Willie, we're happy for you in your second place finish in the Winter Beer-lympics.
There was no trophy as of last year for second or third place. There was only beer mugs, or the not beer mugs, like the mason jars with handles, and they did it like they painted it with and everything, and they did it nice. I don't have any pictures of it because I did not win it. So yeah, second place.
Second place is just first loser, Willie.
No trophy for the first losers.
I got third place last year, or this winter, so now I'm getting second place this year. Hey, what does that mean for next year?
Second place again.
Neil Bachman, you're a piece of shit.
I didn't come in second place. Why you calling me a piece of shit? I wasn't the first loser.
Because you're acting like a piece of shit.
Nah, see, now you're just being rude.
That's mean.
I know I'm being mean to pieces of shit.
That's not very nice. Now I'm sad inside. But you know what made me feel happy?
More news of the week.
More news of the week, of course. After 25 years, Doom 2 has officially been fully completed with 100% completion without using any cheats, hacks, cracked codes, or anything like that. So if you guys didn't know it, in order to 100% complete Doom 2, you have to find all of the secrets. There was one final secret that nobody seemed to be able to get until just recently. It's called Secret Number 4 on Map 15. It's in the Industrial Zone. People have gotten into it with using a no-clip cheat code before, but this time someone actually did it by accident. A gamer by the name of Zero Master got shot by an enemy and figured out that the way to trigger the secret was to be pushed into it by an enemy, and somehow found the last hidden secret in Doom 2, officially getting 100% completion. Got a tweet out in congratulations from John Romero, the creator of Doom, who said, "Congrats, Zero Master. After 24 years, to win the game, you must get 100% on level 15 by John Romero. Great trick getting into that secret," including a YouTube video of how Zero Master finally beat Doom 2 the rest of the way.
My question, isn't just like the secrets in these Doom games just walking against a wall and pressing the action button?
Oftentimes it is. He does actually go on to explain. He said, "Secret explained. A secret teleporter is marked as a discoverable secret, but when you touch it, you never enter the sector. So you would never get inside the teleporter sector to trigger the secret. The only way to trigger it is to be pushed by an enemy into it. This was the last hidden secret there. So instead of you just hugging the wall like you normally would to trigger these, an enemy had to push you into it. One final Easter egg that allowed someone to reach the first legitimate Doom 2 100% save file after 24 years. That's pretty cool, guys. It took 24 years for someone to finally beat it the rest of the way. Willie's like, I don't give two shits about this.
Yeah, because I just remember playing the first game, the first Doom, and you just had to run against random walls, just put your face right up against it, just keep pressing those buttons. Oh, there is one. Like, that's all it is, and there's some armor and ammo in there, and that's it. Like, this is a secret? How's this a secret?
You got to remember, 24, 25 years ago, this was some high-level gaming right there. I mean, this was cutting edge. You can't look at Doom 2 through the lens of today's gaming because you're like, the fuck is this? This is terrible. You got to look at it through the eyes of a Willie who was, what, 24 years ago? You were, what, 10? 9,
Something
10?
like that. I was like 8, 24 years ago.
Okay.
I'm just wondering who the fuck's still playing Doom 2?
Oh, man, streamers play everything right now. I mean, this is probably, there was probably some contest around this. Like, who's going to figure out this last secret in there? Because they knew it existed because they'd found it through some no-clip codes and through digging into the code, but not how to trigger it. So this is probably some weird, crazy contest they had going on to say, hey, who could figure this out? Go on Twitch, man. They play everything on there. They really do.
Just like this Friday, they'll be playing Spider-Man on it.
Yeah. I was wishing they were playing Twitch Plays Pokemon some more, but whatever.
I was going to mention that. Yeah, but you can't. They tried to redo that with the second game, and it just is not as good as when it was the first one.
But you did see they're going to be showing on whatever their streaming channel is on Twitch where they show like TV shows and stuff. There's like almost 2 straight years of Pokemon that's going to be airing because they've got like the rights to all of the movies and all of the TV show. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Just like finishing Doom 2 for the first time in 24 years. See how I brought that back? That's right. I brought it back. So, Bachman, wrap it up for us. What do you got for your news?
They released the first on-set photos from the Doom Patrol for the new DC show. Everybody's still flipping out about the Titans. DC's already moving forward with the next series. And the big news a couple weeks ago was that Brendan Fraser was announced as the character not in the suit of Robot Man, but the guy who becomes Robot Man. And so Brendan Fraser did the smart thing. He got the role where he'll be in flashbacks and get to do the voice of Robot Man, but somebody else is stuck wearing the goddamn suit on set all the time. So Brendan Fraser has like the best contract on the set.
You said the best thing to get me to watch it, and that's Brendan Fraser.
Oh yeah, and it's a perfect character too. It's a race car driver that gets injured and is like all they end up even being able to save is his brain. So he gets this giant robot body. So yeah, it'll be cool because it'll be flashbacks of him probably in like a 60s or 70s era race car driver's outfit, which Brendan Fraser's great for period pieces. Like he does that like the old school hero look really well. Yeah, there's images of
how tall
Negative
is
Man.
this robot? How tall is the giant robot? Like we talk about.
I mean, no. It's just like a slightly larger than human size.
Okay, that's what I was.
Yeah, no, it's still a normal like a person size. But yeah, there's what is it? It's a giant girl, Negative Man, Robot Man. Crazy Jane, Elasto-Woman. That's right. They're not doing Giant Girl. But yeah, they got the photos are up. It looks like just Jared.com was the one that put the photos up. They have them on a CBR, and yeah, the Crazy Girl looks great. Elastigirl's wearing like the classic era dress. There's really cool set photos. So yeah, it's another one where this is one where I think they made sure that after like the big hubbub about how the Titans looked because like the first photos were Starfire going to a 70s concert, and so like everybody flipped the fuck out about what the characters look like. I think they made sure this time that the first photos being released from the set of the show, like they look straight up like drawings from the comic book. And if I remember correctly, one of the people I saw tweeting about it yesterday was actually the artist from the comic and saying like these characters and actors look just like I drew them on the page. So, you know, if you make the artist of the book happy, you know you're doing something right. Yeah, this is one like I'm really not that excited about the Titan show with the whole like fuck Batman thing. Like
fuck Batman.
But I don't know, Doom Patrol almost makes me want to get the DC app just to watch this show. So yeah, it's something I'll definitely be watching to keep up with. But yeah, they showed there's Robot Man. They show him with the face mask off, so you can see the actor inside that's playing the suit. And then Negative Man's got the bandages, like he looks kind of like the mummy. But yeah, the really cool looking photos. But yeah, it'll be worth something to keep an eye on because yeah, it looks like Doom Patrol is going to be a really good show.
That's going to be on the streaming service, right?
Yes, the DC universe where they're going to have cartoons, all the DC Time Warner property movies, all the old cartoons, Batman animated, probably
Super Friends.
yeah, Super Friends is going to be on there. Batman animated, Batman Beyond, pretty much
so
everything that DC and Warner Brothers owns. And then you also the app is kind of unique because it's going to give you access to certain DC comics. And so it's going to be a mix of a streaming service as well as a comic app to where you'll be able to like read the DC comics that are on it on your TV.
And if I remember correctly, Michelle in the last Sterling Tribune was saying they announced the price at $7.99 a month, unless you buy like the full year in advance, and then it's slightly cheaper. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So it's around the same price point as Netflix and Hulu's entry level tiers and stuff like that. So they're trying to hit that sweet spot. It's just I think we've hit that spot where we're at streaming service saturation.
Now I'm a little curious. Go back to Super Friends. The Wonder Twins, they were made for that show, right?
I believe so.
They weren't. They didn't have. Did they ever make them into the comic, like into the DC universe or whatever?
Yeah, they showed up in the comics later.
Okay. I wonder if they keep having them now. They're just making them dark and gritty, like they probably want to.
Oh, at some point they've been dark and gritty. DC's done that to every character.
Shape of Icicle.
Well, I'll be honest, the streaming service interests me to pick it up for 1 month to catch up on a bunch of stuff, but it's waiting until Young Justice Outsiders puts its whole run up there, because you guys heard me on this show for multiple years where I was like, oh my god, Young Justice is so good, you should watch Young Justice, it's really good. And then everyone watches on Netflix to get interest back, and they put it on their own streaming service, and I'm like, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah, they're also because on the site for it, excuse me. Yeah, they have to watch original series, legendary features, classic TV series, epic animated movies, read from the curated list of modern and classic digital comics. So they're going to have part of the DC archive of comics on the app. Shop exclusive merchandise in our members-only store. So they're going to have a store connected to it that you can only shop from with the DC Universe app. And then connect with creators in the DC community via discussion forums. They're actually bringing back the DC forums and making it part of the app. And apparently everybody that works at DC is going to be on those forums.
That has
and
the
then
potential to get shitty real fast, though.
It does, but
people on the
also,
internet are assholes.
But because DC's running it, they're going to have 100 forum moderators that'll be in there deleting bullshit posts. And then explore DC characters and storylines via linked content, curated playlists, and our interactive encyclopedia. So the who's who of DC is now going to be something that's updated and kept constant on the DC Universe app. And then there's also it says win premium rewards. So they're going to do events and giveaways and stuff, which makes sense. Yeah, it's $7.99 a month, or it's $74.99 annually. So if you pay $75, you get 20% off, and it pays for the full year. And from what I've heard, that $75, like a whole lot of people have been pre-ordering it. So they're looking at doing fairly well, at least at the start of it.
Are they going to get the Snyder cut of Justice League on there so people will shut the fuck up about it?
I doubt it.
They did some, I can't remember, I saw the headline and I read part of the story on comicbook.com. They did like some online Q&A thing about the DC movies or something like that, and it just evolved into a bunch of whiny fanboys asking about a Snyder cut of Justice League. And I was like, guys, it's not going to happen. Just quit.
I just want a plot holeless cut of Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
I know, but that's what I want. Just cut that damn thing where Lois goes to fucking get that fucking piece of shit spear.
Fair enough. So you did say Batman the Animated Series was on there, which kind of gives me a segue into something I had noticed. Did you guys see that they're doing a Blu-ray re-release of the animated series, and that they cleaned up the original copies of them for Blu-ray? It is absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen it, I think it's IGN had the video first. It is a side-by-side or rather a split-screen comparison of the intro of Batman the Animated Series. The left half of it, the original cut, the right half, the touched-up copies. And it is gorgeous, the Blu-ray recut they're doing of these.
And if I remember correctly, that's the version that's going to be on the app as well.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's kind of tempting then, just to do a rewatch of Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, I just closed it, but I was looking at it, yeah. Yeah, watch Batman the Animated Series and their Wonder Woman TV series for the first time ever in stunning HD. Yeah, so they're going to be updating those. So, yeah, whatever the newest, best version of basically any DC property, that's probably going to be the version that's going to be on the app.
I almost pre-ordered the Blu-ray set for that when it was on sale for like $80. And I went, no, I don't need it. I've seen it enough times right now.
80?
I don't need it. Willie's thinking about it though.
80's not bad for that whole show.
I know. That's why I almost did. I think it's only the first 2 seasons, not when it rebranded to Batman Superman.
I watched the show as a kid. I'm good. I don't need to watch anymore.
It holds up, man.
Yeah, at some point I would like to get those Blu-rays. I want to own that whole show.
So the real question about the DC Universe app, though, is does it have Steel with Shaq? Sailor Poland brings up a good point. If it's got Steel, I'm in. You get at least a month out of me at some point in time because I'll watch Steel at least one more time. And I'll hate myself for it.
Well, let's see.
You'll watch like the first 15 minutes. I'm like, yeah, that's good enough.
Well, that's probably true too. Oh God, it's such a bad movie.
Trying to find if there's a list of all the movies that are coming to the streaming app.
I like how we're actually taking this seriously. What was a joke?
Whoa! Don't be throwing that word "we" around all bimbly.
See all the DC Universe shows and movies coming to the streaming app. See, Titans, All-Star movies. Okay, Superman the movie, Superman 2, Superman 3, Superman 4, Supergirl, Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman Begins, Flashpoint Paradox, Dark Knight Returns, stupid page 2 clickbait, goddamn.
You said it.
I'm going to guess that it's probably there just because they have the rights now. Whether anyone actually cares and watches it is another story.
Yeah, it's not listed in this article, but that doesn't mean it won't be there.
So how about this? What we'll say then is one of our fine listeners / viewers out there, if you pick up DC Universe, let us know. One of two things. A, is Shaq Steel on there? And 2, just like Sailor Poland asked in the chat, which cut of Superman 2 is it? Is it the Richard Donner cut or the original cut?
Oh,
well, I mean, the original cut is the Lester cut.
That's right.
Oh, you did say Donner. That's right. Yeah, I think you did say it right out of my mind. When is this thing supposed to launch?
Let's see.
The one thing we forgot to mention.
Oh God, nope. We're not talking about this. Nope.
What aren't we talking about? I'm confused.
The last comment.
Oh,
right now, if you sign up for the email, it asks you to sign up for you can help build the DC Universe. Please consider me for the beta. So they're still in beta testing on it. It doesn't actually on the main page appear to have a launch date.
There's a beta for a streaming service.
Oh, sure. Why wouldn't there be?
There's a beta for a streaming service that includes a comic book app and a store. And
all right, the comic book. That makes sense.
You would do it for the channel too.
Yeah.
That's
it's one app where all of that stuff has to work together. That's why it's in beta.
Yeah, it makes total sense to do something like that. But that'll be interesting. So yeah, if someone who subscribes picks this up, let us know. Is Steel on there, and which cut of Superman is it? We'll find out.
It would make sense. They should probably have all versions of. They should probably have Superman 1 and 2, and then the Richard Donner cut as well.
I mean, why wouldn't they? It's not like it's going to cost them anything.
Yeah, because they do own them. So
who knows? I have no idea what they're going to do on that. But that does wrap up our news of the week. But as we do wrap up the news of the week, we do like to remind folks that the All Things Good and Nerdy podcast is in fact part of a network of shows that you can find over at GonnaGeek.com. There's 25 plus different shows in the network that cover a variety of topics. You've got things like us. We're general geek culture and whatever we get distracted by, because if it's shiny and flashes to us, we generally talk about it. You've got things that talk about specific television programs like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Arrow universe. We've got board gaming, video gaming. There's all sorts of things there on the network. I can't very well tell you about everything on the network each week because we'd be here forever. But what I can do is let our good friend Willie Nelson tell you about one other show on the network and say, hey, maybe you should go check that one out. So, Willie, what show are we talking about this week?
All right, everybody. I'm going to need you to light those candles and turn those lights down and get that stroke at hand warmed up. This week, I'm going to be talking about Game Life Balance Australia. Episode 66. Breakout Kink Shaman. This week, our featured game is the Breakout Clone Wizorb. Mainly because Rob wanted to talk about Breakout, but that game is hard to emulate properly. So grab a firm hold of your paddles and balls, because it's going to get bouncy. And if you think the last line was dripping with sexual innuendo, just wait until you listen to the rest of this podcast. wherein our hosts discuss Rob's breakout fetish, the surprisingly good PS2 game, The Simpsons Road Rage, hacked handheld consoles, and the impending time travel related murder of someone called Gary Gygax. Is that right, Chris? Gygax?
I think so. I don't know.
Gary Gygax.
Gygax.
That's an O, not an A. So, oh yeah, everybody. I hope your hands are firmly on your paddles and balls, because it's back to you, Chris.
Wait, is that the actual text that was on that read?
Yes.
So they're actually writing this shit for Willie now.
Dude, everyone writes this. There's a promo read document for the entire Gonna Geek Network.
Hold on. Time out.
No.
Time out. No.
They're actually writing it to
Bachman.
try to get Willie to be creepy.
No. Hold on a second. You think I'm that creative, Bachman?
No.
You think I've been this creative this entire time?
No. But I'm shocked that they're actually writing the promo reads knowing that you'll make them as creepy as humanly possible.
And the Simpsons Road Rage was a pretty good game.
Oh, it's a fantastic game.
Oh yeah, the Road Rage. They're not talking about Hit and Run, not the GTA clone. They're talking about the Crazy Taxi clone.
It was good. It was really good.
Oh yeah, I had it for the GameCube.
Did you have the purple lunchbox version of the GameCube? Or
That
what color
was,
version?
no, I got the black one, and that was my first game I got for it. Was the Simpsons Road Rage.
Nice. I did have a GameCube also that I bought after it'd been out for a while, just so I could play all the Zelda games. But it was the purple lunchbox version because the lunchbox version was $10 cheaper at the game store I was at. No, I don't care. It's just a game system.
Wait, what do you mean that's all they had was the lunchbox version?
Yeah, but the purple one is what I was meaning.
Oh, okay.
They sold the purple one for cheaper because they had more of them in stock than like the black, and I think there was a silver at the time. And I was like, I'll save $10 and buy a purple version. I don't care.
And we never got the Panasonic one that had the DVD player in it.
No, it did come out in Japan
only. Yep,
yeah,
Japan only.
Yeah, because I was watching. Which one was it? Do you watch Metal Jesus Rocks on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a video where he actually talked about the DVD player Panasonic version one of it because he actually got to see one in person. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, awesome. I catch him every now and then if something catches my eye, but it's coming from me. He's a little too cheesy for my taste.
I think he has genuine excitement for a lot of the stuff he starts getting involved in. So I enjoy it. He's one of my favorite gaming channels to watch.
It's just his pacing's a little slow for me.
Fair point.
I'm not saying he's not a bad channel at all. I do enjoy it when I do see something I really like, but sometimes the pacing's like, all right, next thing, because I don't really care about this. But it's not. That's on me. That's on me, not him.
No, I get it. But looking at the time, it is time for us to start wrapping things up. Before we do that, we like to wrap the show up with a little bit called What I'm Into. It's our chance to share with you guys who are watching live or listening at a later date just what kind of geeky and nerdy things we've been getting into, so that maybe, just maybe, you'll want to check them out yourselves. Anthony, why don't you kick us off this week?
I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight.
Goddamn right.
Yeah. But having fun building some characters, doing some killing with Freddy. Basically, whenever Willie's not on or none of my other friends are on, I just switch over to killer mode, which is kind of fun because it's a game where you can play, with up to 4 people on a team. And then if you're the only one online when you log in, it's like, I'll just go murder motherfuckers. And you switch over to the killer and just run around and, hack and slash and put bitches up on hooks. And yeah, it's been fun. Been having fun. Because there's daily blood rituals to do with certain characters. So doing different things with different characters is a blast on that game. And then some people are just insane on that game, and other people they're petty addy little bitches. And as soon as they get hooked, they DC. Which I think it's funny because on this game it actually shows a disconnect logo if somebody pulls out of the game. But yeah, it's not something you usually see in multiplayer games online. So,
report those assholes.
Yep, it's nice. At the end of the match, you can report them for DCing. Which I don't know if anything ever eventually happens to them if they get reported a bunch, but the option's there at least, so that makes me feel better. But yeah, that one's been fun. I think I'm all caught up on all my shows and stuff. I'm into the 6th season now of Supernatural. So yeah, it's awesome. They did a fantastic episode where an angel went back in time and unsank the Titanic. But at the start of the episode, they don't tell you anything is going on. It just seems like a normal episode. but then like the guys leave their hotel and go get in their car, and it's not the Impala, it's a Mustang, and they don't say anything. And then like they're driving around, and then you realize another character is talking to his wife who's still alive. You're like, wait, what the fuck's going on? And like halfway through the episode, you find out that somebody went back in time and unsynced the Titanic. And so there's like 50,000 people in America that are all the descendants of the people that should have died in the Titanic. And they're all now having freaky deaths. Like the crazy ass episodes that they came up when they were writing this show, it's just fantastic. Season 6 is also the episode where at one point they get knocked into an alternate reality where they are the actors that play the characters on Supernatural. Awesome. And so it's really Sam and Dean Winchester in the bodies of Jared Jensen and or is it Jared Palicki and I can't remember their name.
Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles.
Jensen, yeah, and Jensen,
that was
yeah,
a mouthful.
Yeah, they wake up as Jensen and Jared, and it's fucking hilarious because it's the Hunter, Sam, and Dean inside the bodies of the actors that play them in a world where magic doesn't exist. That episode was fucking hilarious. But yeah, it's a fun show. I've been enjoying it. And then me and Willie were talking about games coming out other than Spider-Man, because Spider-Man's the one everybody's excited for, except Chris, who says he likes Spider-Man.
I'm plenty excited, just not excited enough to buy one.
We don't really think he means it anymore.
If you were a real fan, you would get a PS4 and get the game.
Willie was telling me about a game called Ghost of Tsushima, which I hadn't heard about, hadn't seen anything about, and I watched the trailer, and holy shit, this game looks so damn pretty. It's just it's a samurai action game. I guess be what like Horizon Zero Dawn, Witch Hunter. It's one of those open environment games where you're running around fighting, or Witcher. One of those running games where you run around fighting and stuff. But the graphics on it are possibly the best I've seen in a game anywhere. Like they are gorgeous, and it is Sucker Punch.
Who also did
Infamous.
There you go.
Yeah, which one of my favorite lines of games. I think I own 4 of those games now because I have Infamous, Infamous 2, Second Son, and First Light. Yeah, so I own 4 of the games from that series.
Well, technically, Second Son or First Light is like a spin-off DLC. That's a solo DLC. You don't need the actual base game, but
yeah, because it comes as a separate game. But yeah, it's that whole series of games I love. But yeah, this one just literally the opening playthrough sequence of the 2-minute trailer. Like you see a guy walking through the fields, hops on his horse, and goes riding across like fields of wheat, and just the animation of the grass in this game alone makes it look almost like it's so close to being reality. Like it's so close to just almost being like a CGI movie that you're playing. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen the trailer, go check it out. But yeah, this is a game that it's definitely on my list now to get because it looks so damn cool. And
I thought you were there when we talked about during E3.
No, I don't know if I missed that episode or if I just didn't watch the trailer at that time or what. But yeah, it looks so damn good. I'm excited for that game. But yeah, other than that, I've almost got. I did 2 commissions for the Fantasy Comic League, which we are currently now doing our draft for next season. Danger Room is gone. My Danger Room is now becoming Midtown because the person running Midtown wanted a different division title, so they're running the Red Room now. And they give me Midtown because I refused to institute the Spider-Man. So Spider-Man will always be an available character to draft in my league. And
I
so
had the number 1 pick in my league this week, and guess who I got?
I got the number 2 pick, and I got Spider-Man because I had to auto-draft the first pick for someone because we didn't realize they were at Disneyland because they didn't tell us on the day when the draft started. So, yeah, I instituted an auto-draft, but then we put a pause to it because we found out that person wasn't even checking Twitter yesterday, and then they made their picks again this morning. So, yeah, we're about halfway done with our picks. But, yeah, it looks like it's going to be another fun season, and, yeah, Midtown will always have Spider-Man. Spider-Man will always have a home in the Fantasy Comic League, even if 7 or 6 of the other divisions ban him, because it just seems wrong to me.
I only have 1 pick left in our league right now. I'm pretty happy. I've got Spider-Man, Ms. Marvel, and Marvel Girl so far.
Nice. See, I was trying to get the Marvel combo. I got Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, and then right before my 3rd pick, Kyle did the smart thing and grabbed Miss Marvel. So he got Miss Marvel and Gamora. So I didn't get the duo, but I got Doctor Strange.
I felt bad for Faye, who came on and went, "You guys took all of my picks." And I was like, I guess we did.
Yeah. I saw that this morning. She's like, wait, Miss Marvel, X-23, and who was the other one?
Marvel Girl.
Unmarvel Girl, yeah. She's like, what the hell? Because yeah, Faye is awesome. The fact that she scores as high as she does because she puts herself under a very ridiculous restriction. She only drafts female superheroes, and in the Marvel universe, there are plenty of them, but they're usually not the highest scoring characters. And her team is always made up of 4 women, which is awesome, cool for her. But it usually means she's not going to win.
And some of us who draft with her might be assholes because we realize, she's going to pick after me, and then I have the pick coming back. So if I take the female character I want, she's not going to touch the male character I want, and I can get it when it comes back to me. And I might have done that a few times in my fantasy movie or fantasy comic league career.
I did warn her. I was sending. They decided to put you in her team, so that she was getting a ringer. It's like Chris ain't gonna go easy on you.
We're gonna find out at some point today whether I won this quarter or not because I was close. But I think I think Young Beast has screwed me, and I will not do it.
Yeah, I believe Swampy pulled out the end because I know for a fact Swampy won last month. I just don't know if I scored any points at all. So yeah, I think Swampy took our division for the second season of the Danger Room, which will be cool because then there'll only ever have been 2 champs of the Danger Room, me and Swampy. So I took the first season, he took the second season, and now the Danger Room's retired, so no one else can take the title from us. But yeah, it's been a fun season. I'm looking forward to doing the new season with Midtown and the 2 new recruits we got. We welcome I'm Your Target Demographic and what is it, White Noise? I can't remember the other guy's Twitter handle. But yeah, we got 2 new players in Midtown, so there's a little bit of shuffling stuff around. But yeah, it's been a fun season. Looking forward to the new season. And then I got to I think later today I'll be doing my damn it, my brain's not working. My placement matches for Overwatch. The new season has started on Overwatch. I sadly did not get the 2 skins I really wanted during the Summer Games event, but I did set up my Twitch channel and followed some streaming and got the 8 different Diva spray unlocks, and I did the 9 bonus games to get the Diva skin for the Nano Cola, which is kind of cool. They did basically a version of Diva where she looks like a NASCAR racer because it's a sponsored suit and mech, so her whole outfit and her whole mech are colored like the Nano Cola in the video, and it looks like she's got basically Nano Cola's sponsorship on the mech. So yeah, they made her mech look like a NASCAR, which is really kind of cool looking. It's all black and green. It's like this crazy ass version of like Jolt Cola in the Overwatch world. But yeah, placement started again I think yesterday. So I was gonna do one with my buddy, and then he ended up not being on last night, so I went to bed early. So I'm gonna do those placement matches today.
Are you talking about me?
No, it was Maya. He said he was gonna be on yesterday, and then I never saw him come back on. So I was playing Dead by Daylight, and then actually decided it'd been too long. And I'd been enjoying watching Freddy in the game, so I went and made up a batch of popcorn and fired up the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and I fell asleep blissfully listening to teenagers run and die and scream. I love that movie. That's what I've been getting into.
So I will go next, and we'll let Willie wrap things up for us, because this is the only time he will
Willie
wrap
never
things
wraps
up.
things up.
I was just saying this is the only time he wraps things up. You killed my line. God.
Just know I didn't kill the line.
Damn it. Son of a bitch. All right, so what I've been getting into, I've been playing Golf Story again on my Switch. I'd taken a break for a while, and I'm back into working the campaign after I'd just been playing some of the courses. I am now on a haunted golf course, having to sink hole-in-one shots into grave holes to proceed with the story. It is absolutely delightful. I just got a golf club that's imbued with lightning to be able to start ghost lawnmowers to destroy plants in the cemetery. I have no idea why, but it's super fun.
Do you have to make a hole in one, or it doesn't count, or are you just saying you're making hole?
You have to. It is par 1 on each hole.
Oh.
Now that being said, it's not a regular size hole. It's a hole for putting a body into. So it's not terrible to do once you get used to the wind. It's not. It's not tough.
But the best score you can get is 0.
The best score you can get is 0. Well, it's 1. Because it's par 1, so you're automatically taking 1 swing.
Yeah. So you won't get an extra.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Stroke.
You're right. My bad. Here's where my golf lack of knowledge comes into play. Willie, you're gonna love Golf Story if you get a chance to play it on the Switch. If you get a Switch.
You think I ever played golf?
I
played disc golf.
I've played putt-putt, but that's neither here nor there. I was just gonna say the game is delightful. You're really gonna enjoy it if you get a Switch. It's one of my favorite games to play on there.
Depends upon this job.
Let's see some other stuff I got into. There was a place in town yesterday that had a food truck festival that had 7 food trucks at it. So we went to the food truck festival where I got to have a variety of things. I had Vietnamese food, and then I had a hoagie, and then I had some ice cream. And it was just delightful, and they did a good job. They ran out of food like an hour before it was supposed to close all the food trucks. So it sounds like everyone in town went and hit that up, and that was right next to one of the local gun ranges. So my fiance and I went on shot on the range for an hour just to get used to shooting some of the pistols we have. It was fun. I got good food, and I got to put some lead down range. It was exciting. It was fun.
They had a food truck bazaar, and they ran out of food.
There's more people that showed up than they ever expected, I think. I mean,
wow. I mean, for the food trucks, that's awesome. Like, they actually all ran out of food. Like, holy shit.
Suncast says running out of food is typical at food truck fests. I've only been to a few of them, but yeah, this one was literally like 10 minutes from my house, and it was just a variety of different things, and it was wonderful. I will go back next year when they do it again. And then the other thing I got into is on Friday night, there was a new bar in town called the Fallout Shelter that officially opened, and it's their soft opening. They couldn't serve any alcohol or anything like that, but it is literally modeled after a 50s Fallout Shelter kind of thing. You go down a stairwell into the basement of this building, you get to a front room where they check your ID and all these other things, and then they pull a cord and this bookshelf slides open and it takes you into this Fallout Shelter room that has like 20 plus pinball machines in it, an air hockey table, an old ColecoVision, NES's and Genesis, I don't know what the right term is, all hooked up for you to play. And since it was opening weekend right now, everything was free play, which was awesome. So we went and played a bunch of pinball and air hockey, played some ColecoVision stuff. It was absolutely delightful. I cannot wait to go back. I had actually supported them when they had an Indiegogo, and I'd kind of forgotten about it until I saw on Facebook that they're opening, and I forgot that my tier gave me a free VIP pass. So when I went in and gave my name, they gave me this cool card that was actually cut out of metal and painted black that has a number and my name on it. So anytime I go back now, it's free admission for me and one guest, no matter what the cover is. And they'll give me they'll give me extra coins and stuff for some of the pinball machines when they start charging it, things like that. It's really cool. I'm really glad it finally opened because they're probably about 16 months delayed because they had a lot of issues with the space they were redoing, things like that. I'd been following it on Twitter, and like I said, I had backed it on Indiegogo. And it's a lot of progress. And eventually, once they have the liquor license and the food license in place, it'll be an awesome place to go. They've got like the self-serving beer taps. Like you tell it, you have to like tap your credit card or whatever to it, and then you get charged per ounce. And they have like 14 of those. So it's like, I want to try this one this time. Let me tap my credit card for payment, and it charges you per ounce of what it dispenses. So you could just try a little bit like, this sucks, don't buy any more. It's an interesting place.
Now, I have a question about that.
Go for it.
How do you handle like the over serving thing with that?
I don't know what their plan is. There's attendants there that are monitoring it and things like that. So my assumption is the attendants would be like, yeah, you've had too much, you can't do it.
I mean,
I don't know,
because I've seen something like that with wine at a bar I went to that had like trivia nights, and I remember seeing that. You just click that memory in. So I was like, I just didn't think about it, like how do you control over serving then?
That I'm not sure, but like I said, it was a soft opening right now. They don't even have the liquor license in place yet, so it's just a matter of seeing how everything develops. So if you ever find yourself in the Morgantown, West Virginia area, go check out the Fallout Shelter Craft Beer and Classic Arcade. That is the full name of the place. It's awesome. I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited that they're finally open. I'll put a link to it in the chat room so you guys can check it out for yourself.
I'll be your date, Chris.
That's fine. They totally buy into their theme, too, of being a 1950s style Fallout Shelter. It's awesome.
I told you about how good I was at blowing balls earlier.
Thanks, Willie. I appreciate that. So, on top of blowing balls, what have you been getting into, Willie?
Well, that's mostly what I've been getting into.
That keeps him pretty busy.
So, winning silver at the Summer Beer-lympics. Also started watching and fully caught up already with Castle Rock because new episodes come out every Wednesday for that. And I started watching it on Tuesday night. So by midnight, I was like, oh, there's already a new episode. But too bad I got like 4 more episodes to get to before I get to that one. I think they're at episode 8 so far. And that's a good show. Watch Castle Rock on Hulu. I think it is a Hulu original. So you have to watch it on Hulu. Yep.
Oh, that a lot of Dead by Daylight. And then also working my ass off, moving a whole lot of stuff for this house. Jesus Christ. I spent my Thursday and Friday doing nothing but sweating everything out of me. I did not use the bathroom the entire day because all the moisture left through my skin. And I was drinking lots of water.
You gotta stay hydrated, man. Just hydrate up.
I also watched the movie I Killed Giants. It was an interesting movie. I will probably never ever see it again, but it was worth a watch. Like there's a couple movies like that where like I saw it once. I'm good on seeing it ever again, but it was a good movie, you know. So definitely, from what Bachman told me, there is it's based on a graphic novel, and I would say probably read that instead. But if you so choose, watch the movie. And other than that, I haven't really been getting into anything.
Well, hopefully you get to relax a little bit and not have to move as much stuff this week.
Quiet. I just had a Summer Beer-lympics yesterday. Stop yelling.
I'm sorry, Willie. I'm gonna speak.
Go move something heavy, Willie. Go move something heavy.
My muscles can't. Muscles are done. My legs were jelly.
It happens, man.
Oh yeah, and I'm never ever helping anyone move again, regardless if they're paying me money or not.
I guess it depends on how much they're paying you.
No, my body cannot take it. It's a body issue, not a money issue.
So if someone offered you $1 million to help them move for a day or two, you wouldn't do it?
Well, first of all, no one ever is going to offer me $1 million to help them move. Ever.
Willie, if I hit the lottery, I will offer you $1 million to help me move.
And I will half-ass it my entire way.
Then you only get half the money.
Be bought.
Oh, okay. No problem there. 500,000. All right. Well, fuck it. I'll put in 2% of all of it and work my ass off 2%.
All right. We'll do it then. Well, I think all that being said, it is time for us to start wrapping things to close out the show. I don't want to say wrap it up because Willie will get offended. I'm sorry.
Why would I want to hear dubstep?
Because of your headache.
Oh, I get all kept yelling. Yeah. I get it now. It's all clicking in.
It's all making sense. It's all part of the plan. But hey, guys, friendly reminder, like we did mention, we are part of the Gonna Geek Network. There's a variety of stuff that streams on the network. You can find all of it over at geeks.live. There's a live schedule, and anytime there's live shows, you can view them there. I think there's at least 2 other shows streaming live today, and hey, just come back tomorrow, 8:45 p.m. Eastern. You can watch the official GonnaGeek.com show if you want as well.
Hey, Chris, isn't there something you wanted to remember?
We're going to do that in the post-show.
I got you. Just want to make sure.
Yes, I appreciate that. And for those that are wondering what Willie's talking about behind the scenes right now, Gallifrey Public Radio, the Doctor Who podcast on the network, is about to hit the 300 episode milestone. So please feel free to send them a tweet, a Facebook message, or a congratulatory note of some kind. They'll be greatly thankful for it. We're going to record something in the post show for them, and then we will send it to them after the fact to help celebrate their 300th episode this week. But all that being said, it is time for us to close out the show this week. You guys have any final thoughts for us as we start to roll the credits?
Behind the scenes? There's nothing behind here. There's what scenes? The scenes is the place I live at.
I'm just going to play them off now.
Now you've confused Willie.
I'm just going to play them off.
Blow those balls.
Willie's still trying to find stuff. We'll see you all next week. Bye, guys.
Laters.
Whatever.
Thanks for listening to this brand new episode of the All Things Good and Nerdy podcast. Don't forget, we'll be back next Sunday live at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central over at live.atgnpodcast.com, channel 3 of the Alpha Geek Radio app, and over at our network home at gonnageek.com/live. If you have any feedback for the show, please contact us atgnpodcast@gonnageek.com, on our hotline number at 304-806-ATGN, or even better, go to Twitter and send us a message at ATGN Podcast. The music you've heard in this show is produced by Kevin MacLeod and can be found at incompetech.com.